What is going on to all of you Pisces out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. Please make sure to smash that like button, right? Also, too, there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website which has all the ways to be able to financially support the channel, so I can most definitely keep the show going. Everything from books that I have that are available on Amazon that I wrote, private tarot readings, birth chart readings, help you learn how to read the tarot in case you stumble in, over a particular card. You don't necessarily know where to begin. I can help you with all of that. So this is for you Pisces, right? You have the Justice, the Three of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Wands. Let me show it to you. What I'm seeing here for you Pisces is this is definitely something that's a long time coming. And what it is the peace that you Pisces have gained in your life from all of that nonsense, right? So you've been alleviated from all of that nonsense that you Pisces have had to go through from the past. Now a lot of you are experiencing a deep amount of peace in your life, says the Justice, right? You wanted someone for you Pisces to actually be in love with. Unfortunately, you didn't find that. Some of you have, of course, probably a lot of you did, because Venus is exalted in Pisces. So probably a lot of you did. But I'm talking about something that's long term. Probably a lot of you have. But for the ones that are single, even in the ones that are in relationships, that was kind of rocky for a little while. A lot of you Pisces very much so are starting to realize that it's probably a good idea for you to stay with your partner if the two of you have worked it out. For you ones that are single, then it means that you're single, ready to mingle, because you Pisces don't really have to worry about exes coming back, trying to be delusional, them getting all up in your way. And the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands here represents you Pisces are enjoying your time, which you should be. I'm seeing that a lot of you very much so love the fact that, you actually get a chance to really enjoy yourself. You don't have to worry so much about exes ever coming back. If you're in a relationship, people, the person that you're in a relationship with getting on your nerves or any of that type of stuff, yeah, they're still going to get on your nerves, right? Deja vu. But yeah, they're still going to get on your nerves. But the two of you are back on good terms. The two of you have an understanding that y'all could pretty much get through anything and survive it as a couple. This was just a speed bump for you. So a lot of you Pisces understand that. And this has allowed a lot of you to, a lot of you are mentally and spiritually freed up to enjoy your life. Sometimes Pisces can be very burdened down by a lot of responsibilities, right? And being pulled by different responsibilities pulling you in different directions. And so a lot of the times your attention can be split because of the fact that you have the finances, right? AKA the job. Sometimes people will be playing all types of boardroom antics and politics on the job, because that's one thing that a lot of Pisces be having too. A lot of Pisces be having a lot of people who be messing with them on their job. I know, because my mom's a Pisces, my sister's a Pisces. I seen it with my mom so many times when she come back here, she complaining about how it is, about how it is that people are messing with her, on her, job that she now retired from. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is that that's just what comes with being a Pisces. But all of that stuff pulls you in that direction, and sometimes you feel like you split, because now it's like, okay, will you have all these different scenarios splitting you off? Where exactly is it that you even really go in the first place? And that's the scenario, right? So, but you don't have to worry about that because you freed yourself up. The Knight of Wands, a lot of you Pisces know what to look out for. You have a better understanding of what to look out for. If it seems like it's confusing, if it is unclear, if it is ambiguous, right, where the two of you are not having direct discussions as to what's going on, now, then it's something where you Pisces understand that you have to dub it. You have to essentially dub that. You have to throw it in the trash can, because you realize that this person is essentially playing with you, playing in your face. And it's true. It is most definitely true. The Eight of Cups now, and the Judgment over here is about, because the situation for you is that, you Pisces would rather be by yourself, or for you people who are in relationships long term, that you still in a relationship, right? You Pisces, you don't want to be with anybody else but this person. You're committed to this person that you're already in a relationship with. It would be heartbreaking for you to have to go try to talk to somebody else, get to know them, and then the next thing you know, you're in a situation where they turn out not to be somebody that you would thought that they would be as good as you thought that they are. No, you Pisces who are in relationships, y'all want to be in the relationship with that person right there, the one that you are already talking to, you already know, you already have history with, right then and there. And for you Pisces that are single, a lot of you are very much so rebellious, in the sense that anybody who is being overly judgmental, that's why you got the Judgment card, Eight of Cups and the Judgment. Anyone that's being overly judgmental of you, I'm seeing that you Pisces are basically, you have the mentality that they could really go stick it. They could go stick it up their bum, because at the end of the day, you Pisces know exactly what exactly is going on with you. And a lot of you know what it is that you've been through. And the last thing that you have the patience for it, but the last thing that you Pisces will tolerate is somebody who is, you're trying to get to know, and then they're trying to run game on you. Like, oh, the stuff that it is that you've going through hasn't been traumatic. You know what I mean? I don't, that's one thing that I do not do. One thing that I am not going to do is that I'm not going to try to get the person to understand that what it is that they're going through is worth nothing. That's one thing that a lot of times people be doing, right? That gets me upset. Maybe I have done it in the past, right? But because of the fact of my upbringing, I had to learn how to essentially toughen up. But when I give it some form of conscious thought, I'm not perfect, but when I give it some form of conscious thought, I realize that it's not necessarily the best thing to mock it. Honestly, that's really, you really don't take it too seriously when it's years. You know what I mean? When years have gone by. You try your endeavor best to be empathetic to it and understand the situation. But at the same time, you also want to be strong and stern to that, because how many years is a person going to remain down, holding on to the pain and the discomfort of it all just for the sake of being a loser, right? So as much as it is that, sometimes I would want to understand it, I also kind of, it's kind of a conflict with me, because it's like I'm trying to understand it, but at the same time, I really sometimes can't empathize with it if it goes on for too long. I'm gonna try to, but the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, you Pisces have come back from adversity before, and the last thing that you Pisces are gonna do is, the last thing that y'all are gonna do is look to take other people's disrespect, right? In the sense that other people are downplaying what it is that you've been through. They downplay it, right? Oh, you ain't been through anything. You ain't been through enough. That's lame. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's more so, it's more so, for you to understand what's going on and then give them time. And then if they still sulking about it, then that's when you say, hey, listen, you got to toughen up. You got to get better. You know what I mean? And that's the scenario for you, Pisces. It's not to say that y'all original plan was to essentially stay down forever and a day. No, you Pisces essentially wanted to know what was going on in your life. It's just that, y'all are ruled by the planet Jupiter. Sometimes y'all can be a little, the planet Jupiter can be a little bit too scholastic, too book smart, not enough street smart. And of the two, between Sagittarius and Pisces, Pisces is actually more street smart of the two, right? Compared to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is way more book smart. And not saying that Pisces can't be book smart, but what I'm saying is that the more adaptable zodiac sign is actually Pisces compared to Sagittarius, right? Sagittarius is book smart because Sagittarius rules over book smarts, right? Don't take it personally. But at the same time, Sagittarius lacks the adaptability sometimes in the street smarts to understand when somebody's playing them, when they should stay away from said person. Sagittarius doesn't even want to admit to themselves that sometimes they could be on some nonsense, where they could allow someone that they know is that they kind of is getting the idea that is playing them. They give them too much of a chance. You feel me? But then the thing is that the 10 of Swords and the Hierophant now is about how, but the Hierophant is Taurus and Sagittarius. Look at that. But yeah, you Pisces been around the block more than a few times, enough to know when somebody is going to try to run game on you. So a lot of you pretty much already know not to let somebody just come in and tell you some things. If you're going to be getting to know somebody, ultimately you have to see that. You have to hear what they're saying and you have to see them, right? All of that type of stuff really does have to come in time. All of that being cupcaked up with you, talking about how much they like you and all of that, you Pisces kind of want to see that, right? Because, real talk, anyone can say anything. And a lot of people do end up talking a lot of smack. I've seen it myself. I don't know too many. I don't know an exorbitant amount of Pisces in real life. My mom's a Pisces. My sister's a Pisces. But Pisces is not the zodiac sign that I meet the most of. I meet a lot of them, but it's not something that I have in my life the most of, to say friends as well, stuff like this. But I do meet a lot of Pisces, right? So the point that I'm trying to make here with that is the fact that it's the fact that a lot of you been around the block more than a couple of times, enough to know that time is the biggest factor of what's going on, right? People, I've seen that stuff way too many times myself, you know what I mean? Just in my own life, because I'm a Pisces ascendant myself. I'm a Virgo, but I have a Pisces ascendant and an Aries moon. So like, I've seen that type of stuff myself as a Pisces ascendant, whether I was in it or not, where, people say whatever it is that they want and they talk a really big game. But then when it comes to actually getting to know some of them, these people are they are odd. They are peculiar. They do stuff and it's like, what are you doing? You're not you're not achieving anything. What are you doing? You're making yourself look real terrible. And like, they think that they're being smart. They think that they're trying to pull the wool over my eyes or what have you. And I'm just like, yo, I ain't got time for this stuff. And then it's like, they're coming back and it's like, wait, it's like, what are you doing? It's like, what do you mean? I'm over here talking to you. You talking all this big game. Okay. And I can say it like that. I have the privilege to say it like that. But because before, right? Remember, I'm talking as the Pisces ascendant now, because it's like, what are you doing? So then they go, what are you talking about? And it's like, you BS. It's a dub for me. And they're like, well, what do you mean? Because before, right? Because it's like, you were talking all this smack. And now I didn't know that you were talking all the smack because I need to give you time to see if you real about it or if you not. Now it is talking smack because you talked smack before about what you can do, what you're going to do. You made it seem like you were going to do some things or whatnot, that you were actually going to make moves, that you were into me, that you were giving me play, right? Talking all this relationship talk. You're getting so bent out of shape when I bring the discussion to you, asking you, hey, listen, let's get together. Let's kick it. Let's do something. Let's hang out together. Let's feel each other out or whatever, right? And now, right, you had a problem with that. Maybe you didn't have a problem with it at first. But now, all of a sudden, you had an opportunity to go ahead and show me what it is that you've got going on. Now you crumple up. Now you chicken squat up instantly. Now you got all these, then they come with all these excuses. Oh, no, nah. Because if you really, you have to say you on some nonsense. You could say whatever you want to. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Because if you put me in a situation where it's time for me to shine, I deliver. I've delivered many a times. So I ain't trying to hear all that. I got all the evidence in the world to show and prove that I deliver. I know what I'm talking about. That's when they just gotta. That's when they just gotta, they gotta cringe up on you. Now it's called their bluff too hard. You applied too much pressure. So a lot of you Pisces know what time it is already. Y'all know that. And then you have the Queen of Cups, which is about how a lot of you, whenever it is that you see someone isn't really about that life, they're not really actually doing it. Because like it is, I said before, Pisces, because most people are chicken squat. Most people talk so much, Pisces. I don't know if you Pisces know this, but people talk so much, you have no understanding of how much people talk. People will talk themselves into the worst scenarios. They will talk themselves, oh, this, that, and the third, and then they can't back any of it up. Oh, yeah, try to make it seem that they like you. And it's like, listen, you need to stop wasting your time. You'll try to tell them, you need to stop wasting your time because you're not going to do any of this. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not going to do any of this stuff. Yes, I am. Okay. Try to apply pressure and say, okay, let's see what you about, and open up yourself to them. I guarantee you, more oftentimes than not, they completely be up, chicken squat up, and they completely fall flat on their face, so to speak, right? Metaphorically speaking, with all of those things that they're trying to make. Because they're not about this life. They've been talking smack the whole time. And the thing about it is that you Pisces know that. So you have to look for somebody that is more real, that can actually deliver instead of talking smack. Because people say, and they do say whatever it is, people talk so much to the point where it sounds like confusion. That's what it sounds like. They got all these different talking points that cross each other, making themselves into hypocrites. They just saying whatever to win the argument. And it's like, why are you trying to win an argument? Why are you trying to make yourself look good for the sake of it? This is what I mean when I say wasting time. You have whole generations, right? You have the Queen of Swords and the Death card. Anybody that's not on that time with you, you got to leave them alone. You have whole generations. I wanted to get to the point. But you have whole generations that come into existence, right? Generations come into existence, peak, and then they go downhill, and then they go out of physical existence, if you know what I mean. And then another generation pops up because you got so many people time wasting, running game, playing a game, right? Only a few people get to reproduce. Okay, according to whom? According to whom? according to the majority of the time wasters. Everybody, I was just saying that stuff. Why are you saying that stuff when you can just go hang out with the individuals that you like? Why are you over here wasting my time all up in my face? Oh, I did. Go to the people that you like so much, because why are you here if that's the case? Wasting your time. Oh my gosh. I can't stand that. If there's one thing that I will clown and embarrass and humiliate somebody for, is wasting my time. Because people talk so much about how much game they have, how mighty they are, how powerful they are. They put on all these clothes to give off the impression, to send the message that they're so mighty and powerful and strong, right, Pisces? But then when push comes to shove, how much time they waste. And you're like, what are you doing? Just live your life and stop trying to waste time. And then they're so stupid, right? Not just stupid, but the West Indian Trinidadian accent of it. They're so stupid. They don't even understand that they're wasting even their own time. Then after they've wasted so much of their time, they're in their 40s, 50s, 60s. Now they sitting up there talking about time to get a relationship. Time to build a family. Yo, stupid. How come you ain't build a family in your 20s, in your 30s? How come you didn't get to know somebody when you were young in your teens and y'all two grew up together and y'all became a thing? Y'all gave each other a commitment. How come y'all ain't do that? How come y'all didn't set that foundation correctly? That's the cardinal rule. How come you didn't create that foundation? How come you ain't do that? It's like, oh, just having fun. And these same people balling, talking about they having fun. Bawling their eyes out, that is. Talking about how it is that they having fun. Don't have two nickels to rub together because they spent so much of their time wasting it. Now they're in their 30s and 40s. Excuse me. Now they're in their 30s and 40s and 50s. And then later, crying, talking about how it's time for them to get real. How were they not real prior to that? Let's clarify the death card. That's the stupidity for me. The Strength card, the Two of Swords, the Emperor, the Nine of Wands, and then you have the King of Pentacles. So to clarify the Death card, you have the Strength and the Two of Swords. Yeah, show them how strong you are and cut them off. Cut off anybody that's going to waste their time. The Emperor and the Nine of Wands, because ultimately, you shouldn't even be allowing yourself to have this time wasted by a knucklehead. And then you have the King of Pentacles. You have so much love to give, and you, Pisces, have value. Don't be wasting your time on an idiot that just wants to occupy your time, but too chicken squat to do anything. You know? I've heard about pseudo relationships where the two people meet and they like each other, but they won't even talk to each other for a whole year. It's time being wasted, baby. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, smash the subscribe button, smash that like button. Make sure that we get to at least 150 likes. Hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever I drop my videos.